This is the Bracket X30 machine. It's used to glue and tape tablets or tape stapled work or for gluing only for pads. The X30 machine is a very versatile machine. Will handle different lengths of work without any changeovers. This particular model has a tall work support, which is optional for handling up to 36-inch tall work. This particular machine is equipped with a 50-inch pocket on the feeding station. It has a jogging table and a work support platform. When feeding the work, put the work in, it'll vibrate and jog the work and push it into the belted section, where then it can be roughed, padded, and taped. As I mentioned before, there's no adjustment for the different lengths of work, but there are adjustments for the thickness of work. When setting up the X30, you have to move this guide in for the thickness of the work. Also move this guide in for the thickness of work. And then turn this hand wheel to move this head in and out for the different thicknesses of work. After you've got your head tension set for the correct thickness, then it's a matter of setting the roughing unit, which is located right here. You can, it's adjustable in height for the depth of the cut that you want on the pad. It's also adjustable in the speed so that the notching that you're doing can be varied, either close together notches or further apart notches, for the optimum bind for the type of product that you're producing. The X30 uses a hot melt adhesive to bind the books. There's no cleanup to it. It's basically a type of plastic material, to make it simple, is that it's like a perfect binding glue. In the glue pot area, you can adjust the height of the glue pot, which after it's set should never have to be moved again. You can also adjust the amount of glue that you want to put on. Adjust the amount of glue that you want to put on the roller with this knob here, and then you can adjust the scraper, which determines how much glue you leave on the pad. After the pad has been padded or roughed or whatever preparation you'd like to have beforehand, or at this point you could be just taping stitched work, this is the stripping section. You mount your tape reel in this area here, and then again we're using a hot melt adhesive that we're applying to the tape. This is right now is using a pressure sensitive glue, which means that starting and stopping of the machine, the glue still stays tacky and is ready to be applied to the product. Once the glue is applied to the tape, then it is brought up through guides and into the forming area, where it puts the tape on squarely onto your book, and then the tape is cut in between the sections so that the pad will deliver out on the end. This this is the operator controls right here, and then this is the speed control. You can change the speed of the machine, and basically it'll go as fast as your feeder can feed it. This is a knife jam. If the knife gets into a jam position, this light will go on and the machine will automatically stop. The power on button and the emergency stop button. There are 3 emergency stops here at the stripping section and down on the delivery of the machine. If the knife is in a jam, push this button to reset and continue running. This is the jogger on-off switch. And this is the jogger, the amount of jog. You can vary the amount of the jogging platform. The stop and the start button. This is the control panel located at the end of the padding section. You have an emergency stop. You have a glue pot drive on-off switch, which you can turn it off, the glue pot will stop, and then you could run just stitch to work or something that just needed tape on it. The rubber start button, the rubber stop button, the rubber speed control to vary the amount of notching that you do, the distance between your notches. Startup warning signal. Whenever the start button is pushed on the machine, the warning signal will go on. You can vary the amount of spacing in your stripping section between your pads by changing the pad spacing knob here. Another knife reset button, a knife jam light. You can disable the knife if you're just doing padding only and there's no tape to cut. A manual jog button and a low tape warning button, which is a indication that your tape reel is running out of tape. Your glue pot temperature controls are located on the back end of the machine. You have a 7-day timer which will tell the glue pot to heat up an hour or so before you get to work, so that when you're ready to start production, the machine will be ready. The temperature controllers for the glue, for the stripping pot, and the temperature controller for the padding pot. You can see that we have this one set for 250 degrees, which is lower temperature glue, and you can adjust these to whatever type of glue that you're wanting to use and for the precise temperature that they recommend. Under each control, you can disable the padding pot if you're not using it, or the stripping pot. There's also overheat protection that will protect your machine from overheating, and if that would occur, this light would be on and you would push the overheat reset after you've corrected the problem. Thank you for taking the time to review our video. I know it's a very short version of the machine, and